Hi guys, welcome to my series, Adapting with Erin. Today I'm going to do my makeup. I'm going to try to tell you a story at the same time about something that happened when I was at Spalding Rehab when I first got injured. This is a Say Star Glow gel. I don't know, but I put it under my makeup and I love it. I'm really bad at telling a story while I do my makeup because it takes me so much concentration, getting the product. That's a lot. Okay, we can put it on our neck. But yeah, I'm going to tell you guys a story about something that happened with Jake Gyllenhaal and the movie Stronger when they came out with the movie. Stronger was based on a guy that was hurt in the Boston bombings in the marathon, and he became an amputee. So it's kind of about his story, and he did his recovery at Spalding Rehab, which is the same place I went. They do care for newly injured spinal cord injury, amputee, and brain injuries. Okay, this is my new foundation. House slaps. So much better, especially if you have dry skin. Okay, I did too much. I'd rather do too much than not enough because I don't want to pump it again. You don't need this much. Before the movie came out, they decided to do the premiere at Spalding Rehab. Horrible idea, first of all, because there's one gym, like one big gym where everyone works out all day, PT and OT twice a day, and also outpatient therapy. They go there too. So basically, for the premiere, they decided to shut down the whole gym at Spalding for like 4.5 days. Why? Because they were doing the whole movie premiere in that gym, which is wild to me because no one could use it. So they basically transformed the whole gym into a spot to watch the movie. And they didn't tell any of us. They told us the morning of, there was like a paper that was put in my room, put on my door, that was like, the movie Stronger's premiering and the gym's gonna be closed for 4 days. And I'm like, newly injured, doing therapy every day. Only thing to look forward to was therapy and working out. And I loved my PT and OT. Shout out to Paige and Liz. Yeah. So, and I think they didn't find out until right before as well, unless that's just what they said. I'll have to ask Paige. It was so long ago. So yeah, finding out last minute was a bummer, but then we found out, oh, you still get to do PT and OT in your room or in this other tiny room, that had a tilt table and a few tables to do OT on. But they literally all the standing frames and any other machines were in that gym. And they moved them all out, but not to a space we could use them. I don't know. I think that Spalding was just excited to do the premiere, and they just. If you want to hear more on Spalding, I can tell you about it, but I just don't think that they care about their patients. I think they care about how they look to the outside world. So I'm sure they were psyched to have these celebrities coming. All the celebrities show up for this movie premiere, and we're not allowed to go down there. We have to stay in our room. But when you walk into Spalding, there's on the second floor a balcony where you can look over and see everyone walking in the front door. So they were oh, at this time you guys can all go there and see the celebrities. So it's just millions of wheelchairs and a bunch of people that were inpatient are there with like signs. It was kind of crazy. People were freaking out. And Jake Gyllenhaal was there. I can't remember that other guy's name, John something. That was, I don't know if he was in the movie, but he's like in The Walking Dead. I'll put a picture. I was more excited about him because I love him. But yeah, so all the celebrities are coming in, and people are just freaking out, and like to the point where like some of the people in the wheelchairs were like aggressive, like they like wouldn't let, like I'm like quadriplegic in the back of my power chair, and they like wouldn't let me up there to see. I'm like, geez, sorry. So kind of just like was like more stressful than like exciting, because you know how people get with celebrities. It was just kind of, I'm the worst at like trying to do this while telling a story. So yeah, I think my mom took a few pictures like over the balcony. But what I thought was, and maybe this is not that weird, but I thought it was weird that like none of the celebrities were like, oh, like maybe we should like go visit like one of the floors and like brain injury floor, spinal cord injury floor, like make someone's day. Like they're already there. Why don't you just go and say hi to people? If I was a celebrity, I would do that. I know they had time. They had time. Like just go surprise someone. I think that would be sweet. The other thing that kind of pissed me off is that you think that they could have like selected like out of a drawing like a few people to go to the movie premiere, like a few injured people or a few people from each floor, or like a drawing where one person gets to go. They did let, I think, like PT and OT people go. I don't know if they all could go. I can't remember. But and I do get that there was definitely like a space limit, but I don't know. I just thought that was rude. Like, let at least there be a drawing so people, so like we don't feel like we're just being pushed to the side. Like, oh, sorry, you're just screwed now, which is basically what happened. Because I always get this on me. Here you go. Thank you. This is the Hourglass concealer. I don't like opening it or closing it because I swear I get it on myself every time. It's annoying. So they didn't let anyone, any patients or anything, go to the premiere, and then they shoved all these people into the gym, which is big, but not really. Not meant for a movie premiere. So yeah, they crowded all those celebrities and all those people for the premiere in that room. And I think what happened is a little funny because it's kind of like karma for all of them. But basically, like the AC broke because there was too many people and it was too hot. Like it was September, but still, like it wasn't made for all those people. I think it got up to 114 degrees in there, which is crazy because they're all like wearing suits. They're like very dressed up. They must have been so hot in there. And I don't even know if they were able to finish the movie or not, but there was a girl there that passed out and had to be taken by ambulance. That's the not funny part, but that just shows how hot it was in there. And I just thought that was funny at the time. The AC only went out in the gym. It didn't go out like on the floors. At least not on my floor. I don't think it went out anywhere else. And yeah, I had to do my therapy for 4 days in like this tiny little room, and it wasn't the same, you know. It was really hard, and it was kind of depressing when you're already in like you're like this like the hardest time of our lives being there, and they're just coming in, disrupting it for a week and leaving and not even caring. I thought that was kind of wild, especially like Jake Gyllenhaal, you're already playing a disabled character. Why? Probably shouldn't have done that. Would have been so much more real and genuine had it be played by an actual amputee. So that's already annoying. And then on top of that, like, you don't even care about, like, I don't know, meeting some real amputees or like people that have actually gone through it. I don't know. Kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know how anyone else felt when that happened. Maybe other people didn't care. But I mostly cared that we couldn't use our gym. Weird. Cream contour. I like this because it's like a very cool tone. Yeah, I feel like that's really the whole story. But I will say that um, the movie came out, I think, like a week after that, and my friends were visiting, and we decided to go see the movie. And I was like, yeah, like, let's go see the movie. I knew what it was about. It kind of traumatized me. Like, I think it was just so early in my injury that seeing, like, seeing someone portray a disabled character that just wasn't disabled, like, and I'm not an amputee, but they got so many things wrong, and like, he was just sent home from rehab so quick. They barely showed any rehab, which it's like they filmed at Spalding, but barely showed any of that. I don't know. I didn't. I didn't really like the movie. Supposedly he like played the character well. I don't know the guy, but yeah, I think just seeing all the hospital stuff when I had just gone through it was a little bit much for me. Because I remember like trying not to cry because I was like, oh, I didn't know that was going to happen to me. But yeah, after watching it back, that's such a short scene at Spalding. I was just kind of like, oh, so you didn't really need to do the movie premiere here. Just was kind of silly. And I just think Spalding just liked that they could like promote it and be involved, but I don't think it was like beneficial to anyone that was a patient, and I just don't think they cared. Tell me in the comments what you think they should have done, or if you think that was fine. I'm so curious. And for people that were there at the same time, I'd love to hear like your memory of it and what you think and if it affected you when you were there. I think that's the whole story. So I'm gonna finish my makeup. I'll probably speed it up because this video is gonna be too long. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to hear your thoughts on what happened. I don't think I've ever told that story. So yeah, this is the NARS orgasm blush, and I love it because it's like a coral pink. And I look so much better in a blush that's not like baby pink. I look good in like a mauve or a coral or even a little bit of a peach. I don't know why. I either do way too much blush or not enough. There's no in between. Always do some on the nose and kind of drag that extra across. That's what I like to do. Once you set everything though with setting powder, I feel like kind of like can't see the color as much, so it helps. Why can't I get this? Alright, this brush is pissing me off. I read it's better to do bronzer, like powder bronzer, with a bigger brush. Oh, that's true. But I got this Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. I really like it. I like to just do it all over my nose. This one's nice because it doesn't go on like too dark, and you can definitely make it darker. Like if I had a fake tan right now, I would do it a lot darker. kind of just want to do it on all the spots. Did contour. And blend into the hairline. I'm sure if you have a hand function, you can blend a little better than me. Anyone else like do it? They're like near their ear because you don't want that like line. And I sometimes just put bronzer down my neck because it just blends your bronzer better into your neck. Because I swear my neck is always so white. Excuse me. Why is it so white right here? Fake tan. I can do my makeup so much prettier with a fake tan. So top heavy. I don't like that brush, to be honest. Like, I like the brush, but I don't like how difficult it is to pick up and like get in my hand. Okay, I'm gonna take the same bronzer that I was just using and use it for my eyes. Give them a little definition. I bring it up really high because I have hooded eyes a little bit. But I do try to kind of put a little bit under my eyes. Looks the same. I got the new House Labs highlighter. New Kosas brown eyeliner. I just like to do a little flick from like my bottom lash. It's the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. I do like the Huda Beauty powder, but I'm not trying to open it and get it all over me. Kind of hate how messy it is. I'm gonna have Jack help me with my mascara because, girl, I like it in my hand a certain way. And if it's not, then I get it everywhere. I can do it, but I don't like to. Especially not when I'm wearing new clothes, which I love to do when I do my makeup. I don't know what's wrong with me. I like my new eyeliner.
Yeah, that's good. All right.
This side's really hard. Now I can do it with it in my left hand, but I'm telling you, it comes out so bad. I have to do this. Ability. You. I'm gonna do a little bit of this Tarte lipstick because it's like hydrating. Usually I'll just do liner and a clear gloss. This is kind of how it turned out. I feel like it always looks weird in here, so I'll show you it out there. But that's pretty much it. You see how it looks so much different in natural light? I don't know if it's better or worse.